Well, I'm gonna be burning a brush pile. It's located in between my two gardens. That's my cover crop on that garden. And then that garden is covered with wood chips. Just stuff that's piled up over the last couple of months. The green stuff is some cedar limbs that fell when we had that snowstorm about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and broke off a lot of cedar boughs or juniper boughs. And I had this big one piece right there. That's about 30 inches long, about 16, 18 inches in diameter. Threw that on top, so we'll see how well that burns up. That's the thing I'm concerned about, being making the fire last longer than it should. I like to get things burned up before nightfall if at all possible. But most of this stuff is just going to burn. I mean, it's going to burn down to nothing quick. Probably within an hour, very few things will be left. Now, some of this outside stuff I'll have to throw in there once it gets to where it's not so hot that I can't approach it. But anyway, we'll get her started here in a little while, and give me an opportunity and to use my torch and my blowtorch. And let me tell you what, if you burn any brush and you don't have a blowtorch, whoo, shame on you, because I have spent hours and hours trying to get fires started in the past years, decades, and now with a blowtorch, shoot, that thing will start up in no time, and I can get it burned up quick. Well, I knew that cedar was gonna go up like a bomb, and it did. And I lost my tree trunk. I gotta put that back in there with the tractor. But it's gonna have to get a little cooler. I'm not gonna get too close to it right now. It is hot. Once the cedar is consumed, it will slow down quite a bit. But it's pretty warm right now. As brush piles go, this is a real small one for me. I have had multiple brush piles when I was clearing land years and years ago. I've had multiple brush piles going that were 100 yards long. I mean, 20 feet high, 20 feet wide, just big brush piles. So this is a relatively small one for me. But picked today because there's very little wind. It's been real windy, and today is not windy. So I gotta wait till that thing. And my whole point was to, not my whole point, but I really wanted to get that thing burned up. So I think what I might do is cut it in half and throw it back in there, and being in two pieces, it'll consume quicker. May do that, so I'll just sit here and watch it for a minute or two. Let you watch it for a minute or two. So here it is, about 2.5 hours later. It don't take long. The cedar or juniper, you know, that just boy, that went up. That goes crazy. But once it gets past all the green leaves, which has all that, I guess, rosin in it, something. Once it gets past that, then it's just a matter of the limbs burning. I had to do some shoving around with the tractor. I had to do some shoving or some picking up of, you know, a long stick over here and throw it on there and let it burn. Do quite a bit of that. I suspect tomorrow morning all I'll have of that big thing there is something maybe 8 or 10 inches around, and everything else will be pretty much gone. I got a pretty good chunk of wood right there. That's a pretty good slab of a tree trunk or something, and it may still be there too, because it's not up in the coals real good. I may try to take a shovel and move it over into the coals a little bit better, so I can get it to burn up good. But everything should be gone, pretty much gone tomorrow, except the one big piece and maybe this one here too. But you know, some of y'all have commented before that you can't, that you're restricted, you can't burn. Boy, I feel sorry for you, because I love, maybe I'm a pyromaniac, I don't know. I love a good burn pile. I like watching it burn. I like being able to do as a dadgum please, you know. That's why I'm Texas Prepper 2 and not California Prepper 2 or something like that. So out here, now if I was in the city, it's a different story, but out in the country, you pretty much do whatever you want to do. So anyway, got a good fire under this, so get some good coals under it, so I expect that it'll be mostly gone tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, I've already watered it down on the outside. Got a few little things right here kind of smoldering. I'll step on that a little bit. And I'll come over here and spray some water on that. I'll water down the edges, and I'll come back out here tonight before I go to bed and check it and make sure it's okay. But I don't expect anything's gonna happen. But I will come over and get that little smoking area right there. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe a coal, a live coal that kind of popped off and laid over there. But most of it's gone, and that's what we want. And I'll be able to drive through here now, the end of that pasture, to put out my hay. There's my gate there, and this was my driveway through to that gate and that little small pasture there, and it was being blocked by this brush pile. So no more, gone, or it will be gone tomorrow, the next day. Now I'll have to, those coals will stay live for a long time, weeks, if I don't go through here and spread them out and let them die. Either spread them out or wash them down or something. Even if you wash them down, I've had rains on, good rains on a brush pile, and it be hot for months and months. So go back and watch some of my videos on burning brush piles, and I'll tell you some horror stories. So be very careful. Anytime you burn a brush pile, it will stay hot a lot longer than what you think. So, all right, we're gone.